A new limited series called Barkskins, which is based on the best-selling novel of the same name, will premiere tonight. It includes a storyline which transports viewers to the wild frontier of the late 17th century New France. Take a look right here.
Soon, the peace will be broken, and the English and French will go back to the way things have always been.
It looks powerful. Joining us now is Academy Award-winning actress Marcia Gay Harden, who plays a strong-willed woman in this series. Good morning to you, and thank you for waking up with us this morning. I'm a huge fan. All right, so I'm just going to get that out of the way. But tell us more this morning about the exciting series you're part of.
Good morning. It's a pleasure to wake up with you. Good morning. This is really a great project that Nat Geo is doing. It's a historically based kind of tale of exploration, and it follows some immigrants who come to New France, which is in Canada. So it's the battle of the English and the French and the Iroquois and the Wendat First Nations people everyone's trying to battle for this land. And it's the result of this battle is what we're going to see in these 8 episodes.
It's absolutely incredible to look at. The set, by the way, is just amazing. I understand they set this up in real time in Quebec. So tell me about your character right now, because it wasn't in the original book. They had to create this role for you, really.
Yeah, most of the stories in the first part of the book, which is a 700-page book, Annie Proulx's book, Barkskins, most of the early stories in the 1690s, which is where we start this tale, were the men's stories. The lumberjacks were coming over from France and England, and people kind of already starting to rape the forest on some level. So Elwood wanted to get the stories of the women in there, and there were different kinds of women. There were women who were stuck on a boat by the King of France to come over and have babies, and there were women like me who'd already been there. And my character has emerged as this really strong, powerful woman. Not that she knew it, but she's a voice in the community of, don't mess with me. I don't need a man to take care of me. I'm going to keep my property when my husband dies. I'm not giving it back to the government. And by the way, I'm going to expand, and I'm going to provide a place for other girls to come where they can learn that work is good, and they just don't have to pump out babies. So she's like this amazing character, but she didn't know she was going to be all of that until her husband died. And then she's like, yes.
So you get to really see this amazing character development too, right?
Well, you do, and this is because of Elwood Reed, our showrunner and writer, creator. He kind of wanted to drop her in on you that you don't quite know where she's going. And that's what I think in the 8 episodes. The first 2 episodes, there's a lot of history and setup, and then the train just really gets going and going, and each one ends kind of on a cliffhanger to the point where you get to the 8th episode, you're like, no, that can't be it. It can't be it. It's like my friend said, it's like Game of Thrones without the dragons, which I think, so there's it's true, because it's dark. And this tale, as anybody can imagine, the tale of people fighting for land and fighting for what we now understand, the English won that battle. It's going to be a dark tale. And obviously the natives were the people who lost out a lot. But it's a vicious battle. It's a vicious massacre, and people are like cunning on the one hand and conniving on the other hand and oil on the other hand. And you see where everybody ends up.
I love your passion for this. I know you have another interview to get to, so we're out of time this morning. Loved you, by the way, in the morning show on Apple TV. You played a fierce journalist there. Real quick, we only have a few seconds left. What's the best skill you've learned in quarantine? Mine has been baking. I didn't know how to bake.
Soap making.
Soap making? Okay, this is a first. No one has said that.
I'm making... You can see it on my Instagram. I'm making the most beautiful soap, and I will send you some. It's so nice.
I actually do love a good bar of soap. I'm going to check it out. All right, Marcia Gay Harden, thank you for making time for us this morning. I'm going to place an order with that
it's
soap.
More than a bar. Sure.
Okay. Thank you very much. By the way, Barkskins premieres tonight on the National Geographic Channel. Thank you for your time this morning. I love your passion for that project as well.